Hello, fellow moms of teens. Today I'm going to read the letter from my future self. And if you haven't watched yet, go back and watch the video about, writing this letter from your future self and how it can help you achieve your goal. And it kind of changes your perspective and helps you get through some of the struggles. So I wrote this letter, and this letter is from me 5 years ago. So that makes my teens 20 and 18, a little over 5 years. And I really enjoyed doing this because I feel so strongly about, the way that I can connect and understand and be loving with my teens throughout this time of trials and tribulations. So bear with me. I'm going to be reading it from the screen, and I'll be putting like a bulletized list so that it's something that I can reference and anyone can reference on, some uplifting words of encouragement. Dear Jackie, you and the boys have been through the storm, and you're completely different people on the other end. You have totally different perspectives on life, both past and future. You face completely different problems. You have different people in your lives, but what did stay the same was your love for each other. As many would agree, the teen years were the hardest, but they were also the most integral in shaping your sons into adults. How you reacted, how you treated them, and especially how you made them feel was everything. While they were learning to take the wheel, you were a great passenger there when they needed you most. When they made mistakes along the way, you accepted that that was inevitable, and you did not judge, blame, or shame them. You taught them that it was okay to mess up and how to recover when you mess up. They're going to have their own recollections of what happened. They will have their own memories formed with their own lenses. That you cannot control. However, if you always come from a place of love, connection, and understanding, that will shine through in all of the memories. Thank you for not throwing in the towel on your worst days, for taking the time to make informed decisions, for learning about the human brain, for having your own back on your decisions and not questioning until something didn't work, for giving yourself grace when you messed up, for taking the time each morning to commit to your goal of a loving relationship with your teen, for taking the time each night to celebrate wins and to identify what you want to do better, recognizing that they each are unique and it's not a one-size-fits-all in raising teens, for tweaking your tactics and strategy when necessary. That's the military side of me. For allowing them to become who they wanted to be, for holding back from squeezing them into a box of what you wanted them to be, for allowing them to make their own decisions and being there when they messed up. Here's my advice from my future self. Stop taking it personally. They are lashing out at you because they know you are a constant. You will always be there for them. Start believing, who better than me? Create an armor that withstands all of the grenades they lob at you. Stop withholding your love because you think it's going to make them behave better. Instead, have compassion for what they're going through. Realize how confused, inadequate, and powerless they must feel, and dig deep to love them harder, like today is the last day. Loving them will not make them think it's okay to behave badly. It will let them know they're not alone when they behave badly. Stop waiting for their appreciation. It doesn't come for another 10 years. Instead, start appreciating yourself for all you do. Do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and for reasons why you want to do it. Then simply appreciate yourself for honoring your decisions. Stop hyper-focusing on your kids. They feel smothered. Instead, focus on yourself. Make friends. Go out. Do your date nights. Reconnect with your hubby. Get fit and healthy. When you start taking care of yourself, you can show up so much more fulfilled and confident. and the boys can respect that in you. You get through this, but it's your daily choice to decide how you get through this. You can suffer a little or a lot. Always remember, you can't control what's happening. Your power lies in how you react to what's happening. Discomfort is the price of growth. The reward you will get from the daily grind, from navigating these bumps in the road, and from taking the time to manage your mind will be so worth it. Stay focused on the goal. Stay in the ring. You are the woman for the job. When it's the hardest of times, think of the Bible verse, footprints in the sand. Now, side note, I was raised Catholic, and this was a verse that really always gave me goosebumps. If you haven't heard of it, Google it, footprints in the sand. Back to my letter. So again, when it's the hardest of times, imagine yourself carrying your team, and there's only one set of footprints in the sand. Think these words from the verse. My precious child, I love you, and I would never leave you. During your times of trial, when you see only one set of footprints, that's when I was carrying you. And just know that you are not alone, and there are many ways that you are being carried through these trials as well. Your friends, your family, and even your future self are all here to get you through this. I'm here for you. Love, Jackie. So go ahead, sit down, take some time and write yourself a letter to help you get through this struggle and change your perspective that like this is for the long haul. This, get outside of the, problem focused and, hyper focused on what's not working and, focus on what is working. Again, I'll leave you some bullets with all of the, uplifting and inspiring words of encouragement. See you next time. Take care.